Hey there, hi there, ho there, guys. Welcome back to the channel. As we mostly know, yesterday was the big ol' streaming awards, streamer awards. Yep, that's it. And not to anybody's surprise, but there had to be at least one streamer in the news that has to say, "Boo hoo, woe is me. I have the hardest life. Nobody else's life is harder than mine." Maybe not verbatim, but that's pretty much what it sounds like, at least to everybody that's heard it, considering that most streamers live very lavishly with a nice, cushiony, large home, bills paid, humongous salary, and the only difficult thing you have to do is be entertaining, which harder harder done than said for sure, but still easy. Now, let's read this real quick. QTCinderella regrets choosing streaming career amid harassment. That is important, but let's keep going. In a BBC interview, the 31-year-old streamer shared how relentless harassment from horrifying Instagram DMs to deepfake porn and strangers showing up at her LA craft shop has overshadowed her success. Despite 1.2 million followers, gaming and cooking streams, and hosting the Streamer Awards, she feels the downsides outweigh the upsides, though she calls herself incredibly lucky. Critics called her complaints out of touch, given her estimated $2 to $5 million net worth and relationship with Ludwig Agren, while a few acknowledged the unique pressures on women in streaming. Yeah, man, I mean, like, that's a double-edged sword for sure. Women in streaming, it goes one of two ways. You either make an OnlyFans and you are extremely successful, or you don't make an OnlyFans and usually you're extremely successful. Main reason being is that a lot of people that indulge in gaming content are guys, and further than that are incel guys that have never touched a woman in their life and hope that one day maybe they will have a slave robot like R2D2, but it has like a fleshlight inside of it, so it can be the best of both worlds for them. And not ever talk back, of course. You can't forget that for those incel guys. But anywho, I get it. I've seen many female streamers be harassed, be targets of sexual harassment, explicit images. That's like a norm for every girl, whether you're a streamer or not. Typically, there's a lot of guys that are so out of touch that if they get like so obsessed with you, they'll send you that kind of shit. It's just kind of, I don't want to say normal because it should not be normalized, but it is unfortunately the state of the world that we live in. Unfortunately, with the increased hate towards women and get back in the kitchen mindset that a lot of people have been trying to advocate for, like Andrew Tate and like the red pill manosphere kind of people, being more normalized. I'm sure that it's a lot worse, especially with the powers of AI, like they say, with the deep fake porn and everything. It's got to be terrible. But, and she's entitled to her own feelings about this. It's her life. She obviously lives it. We don't really know much about her private life, but it still can't be that hard, bro. Go try and work at McDonald's. Tell me that you wouldn't go back to streaming in a fucking heartbeat, dude. You go fucking work a 10-hour shift that you don't want to be like doing. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be doing it. You get fucking yelled at by some fat fucking white dude in a goddamn motorized scooter who's missing his right foot from fucking diabetes. And you telling me that streaming is too hard and streaming, you should have never started it because you would have preferred like the privacy and easiness of like not doing that. Why don't you just, retire? Just stop streaming. Just stop putting your life out there. Like, you can delete your social medias. You can, disappear from the limelight and go back to living a pretty normal life. Move, sell your house. Granted, that's a lot of like uplifting for your own life to try and get back to peace, but it's what you like sacrificed wanting to be a public figure. And the main reason why I bring this up is because there are so many streamers that try to say this shit, dude. I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, boo-hoo, woe is me." Making interesting content is the hardest thing on the planet. Staying relevant is the hardest thing on the planet. It's really fucking not. Like, yes, making interesting content that people want to engage with every day. Yeah, sure, that's a little difficult, but like, let's be fucking real, bro. Go hit the oil rig, big dog. Go hit the fucking oil rig. You know, cut some concrete. I bet you wouldn't fucking last an hour out there with them. You'd be like, oh man, my bad. My bad. You know, being an accountant or like a fucking, dude, I didn't even go as far to say a barista. Pfft, God forbid, man. I used to be a barista at fucking Starbucks and at another coffee shop. God forbid. Man, you make that fucking drink wrong, your ears are getting chewed off for like 20 fucking minutes, and you think that, oh my God, you have writer's block for this little skit that you have to do. It's too fucking hard, bro. Cry me a fucking river. It's like Kim Kardashian, bro. Nobody wants to work anymore. I don't know, man. And like, I know another streamer that has gone on record to say some shit like this is Hassan Piker. That's the only one that can come to mind for me right now. And even whenever he said that shit, I was like, bro, what the fuck ever, dude? That is one of the most out of touch fucking statements that any famous person could make. Because yes, you might miss the privacy of being a like normal layman's person. If that's the case, bitch, move to like Japan or something. Move to fucking Sweden where like you're not going to be recognized in a heartbeat. Or move to fucking Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, bro. Go see the mountains, see some nature. You know, where the fucking population isn't like the amount of people that live in Arkansas in like one fucking 10 by 10 square mile area. Like that shit's it's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. Especially after like the big fucking flops and shit that happened last night at the Streamer Awards. For this kind of statement to break the same day is fucking nuts, bro. Like, oh my gosh. And then like there's a lot of people that are on my side with this too. Not surprising. Easiest job in the world, and these people act like they're laying brick. I'm sorry, then quit. I've been trying for 10 years to be a content creator. You can stand on stage, fat shame, and get away with it. Just to complain, oh, don't piss me off. Bitch, if you don't, who are you? Fat shame, get away with it. Bro, man, I'm fat, so I can say this shit. Why is fat shaming such a big deal, bro? Just look away from the fucking screen. Turn the comments off, bro. Shut the fuck up mentioning that. God damn. Then quit. You and Lute are already set for life. Or I guess Lud. Influencers that say what the fuck? Influencers that say this are so full of shit and are spitting on every minimum wage employee struggling to survive just to try and seem relatable. They always say this after they are millionaires. Yeah, they really do. I don't get why people say this and then continue to stream, because just quit. Like, you have made so much more money than 90% of people will ever see in their lives and can definitely afford to retire if you wanted to. I just don't understand hating your job as a streamer and then continuing to do it. Jenna. Yeah, that is kind of true. Like, a lot of these people are kind of, saying it exactly how it is. If you don't like it anymore, just quit. Like I said, like, sell your house, go move somewhere else. It's not that deep. She said she still felt incredibly lucky to have built a successful streaming career. Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you do feel incredibly lucky, because that's really what it comes down to. There is no meritocracy in this kind of lane, so to speak. It's all, getting lucky, or, having crazy honkers that you know how to fucking sell, I guess. Unless you look like me. I don't think many people would be buying those photos. Anywho, did you guys see anything about this? Do you care about it? Let me know down below. All that jazz. I try to reply to all of my comments and all that as often as I can. We post something here every single day. I just saw this and thought it was kind of interesting, because to be so privileged to be able to host an award show, if I'm not mistaken, she's one of the people that actually sets it up every year too. And then to have the audacity to come back over here and say this dumb shit, and you still go and do it every day. It's just mind-boggling to me. Anywho, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.